Hey, Dana here, and welcome to my garage, and this is a continuation of Project Nitro. You want to see me install a power steering rack? Stay tuned. Alright, hey, Dana here, and welcome to continuation of changing the motor out in this 08 Dodge Nitro. What I just received today is the power steering rack, which you saw me pull out in episode 7. This is going to be episode 8. And that's been what's holding me up from getting the engine back in this thing. Give me some scissors. So what we got to do today, got to make sure that the rack, it should be where it needs to be, coming from the manufacturer. This is remanufactured from Detroit axle. I should get the other. You get a lifetime warranty on this as long as you return the old rack to them. Come on. It's got to go back in the same box too. Alright. Look at that. Okay, now I did get the one with the with brand new tie rod ends. Use those scissors here, because there's no sense in putting old tie rod ends back on it. Just go ahead and put new ones on it. And those are greasable. You don't want to do that. Hold back up here. Get them set up to be the same. You got to make sure that the rack is set up the same as far as distance is concerned. Oh yeah. Okay. Steering wheel is straight. This is turned. I don't know whether it's turned this way or turned that way. Well, how the heck that got twisted? I don't know why. How did that get turned that way? I don't know which way. My problem is I don't know which way it needs to turn. I don't know whether I went this way or or it's twisted all the way around. That don't make sense to me. And this one is off because it's got to go the other way. And that's not. This has got the. Looking different to me is the exact thing there. Take some video. Okay, I got these puppies identical now. I was off a little bit. I got them right. I just line these up. Same here, right? Okay, and then you want to line these up identical there. So you got your bolt, where your bolt slides through, where your bolt slides through. And then of course you come up and you look and you'll see that these are close too. Now it's just getting the tie rod ends on here and get them as close as possible. And we'll be able to go ahead and slide it in here and go from there. I want to go ahead and make sure I want to put the tie rod ends on, and get it hung in here. I just came to another dead end. They didn't send the jam nuts. They're jam nuts. And they didn't send any with the tie rod ends. So I guess they're expecting me to use the old jam nuts, which is going to be pretty much impossible to get off of off the ends. They are a fine thread nut. Well, I'll look through my stuff, see if I got some, because usually when you get a tie rod, they give you a jam nut with it. So I may have some kicking around here, but at the moment, I'm jammed up. No pun intended. Okay, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and put it in. I'll worry about putting the tie rod ends after, once I get it settled, because I can count the threads here. And I can count the threads here, so that'll give me a good idea. Gonna have to have it aligned. There's just no way out of it when you do that. So main thing is to get it in, get it installed. And I'll worry about the tie rod ends just before I move it. But that's what's holding me up from getting this motor done. So I need to get going. Get this in. Let's see. Now I can go this way. Go this way first. Between here. Drop down. Goes that way. Didn't work. That didn't work. That's not working. And you can't just drop it in from the top here. You're gonna have to go in underneath it. see how that goes. Alright, good. Jesus. Come on, something. We'll catch you. Catch him, catch him. Come on, come on. There she is. Alright. Sweet. Freaking way. Alright, come across. There she is. Alright. My bushing fell out. Okay. This bushing fell out. No, from underneath too. Crap. Ah, shoot. Okay, bushing fell out and it fell out from underneath. Ah, great. Okay, bushing, got to come up from underneath the top. So, get away from me. Got away. All right, it is sweet. Beautiful. Bolts. Alright. Okay. So look in the book and find out what the torque on these are. Ooh. You get it out of the box. Notice that slam when I got there. Notice when I installed it. Don't think that's going to affect it any. Don't think that's going to affect it any, but we'll find out. All right. No, you saw when I was just putting the bolts in, our line is bent and tweaked. It's going to affect it, but I definitely want to take a picture and send it back to Axel and say, hey, I just noticed this while I was installing it. As you can see in my video. So I'm going to send me another line off of another one. Let me shut this down, take a picture. So that's two things I found wrong with my delivery here. This is missing this has got no jam nuts in it. Okay, no jam nuts. They sent that with that one. Came with it, but again, there's no jam nut. So, no jam nut for the tie rod ends. And I have a bent. Somebody did not inspect this before they finished it. And I have a bent, I don't know whether it's a return or a pressure line. But we'll find out. Hopefully it doesn't affect it any. Okay, the book says they call it a steering gear. So the steering gear mount bolts are 130 foot-pounds. And I've got a 130 foot torque bar that I'm going to go ahead and torque it up with. That was good. No, that's good. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and use the torque wrench. Let's see. I wound up using standards 15/16 socket and socket and ratchet or box end to tighten that up. Now I've got my torque wrench. I'll go ahead and set the I was reading on that. I was reading in the book, I was getting the torque, what it's going to take to get that, to replace that thing while it's in there with the motor. And it ain't, you got to like remove the lower control arm on the front because you got the front drive, well, front the gearbox in the front on the four-wheel drives. It's not pretty. And once you make sure you got your steering wheel, you take that off. Make sure you got your steering wheel straight. Keep it straight. 130. See, don't think that's gonna move now. Anyway. Okay, I felt it move just a little bit. All right. Okay. All right, next step, we got to get the cooling lines hooked up. Save some video. Okay, I'm hooking up the power steering cooler line And the lower one is your lower one coming out of your cooler going into here, and your top one coming out going across and then coming in. All right, well, guess what? I can't get the steering knuckle on here. This part is too long. And as you can see, the slider piece here where your bolt goes through, that is not the same. You're not going to get the same bolt through there that I need to get through here to lock that down. Oh, I'm not happy. See, as I'm trying to, this should slide right down, but it's not. It's locking. See, it's not. It should slide right down just like it did on the other one. And you got your ball holes. That's even with this, with me putting this thing in there, and it just is not. It won't go down, and I don't want to be pounding on this thing. Screwing that up. That should slide right down on top of that, and it won't. There's nothing. I don't understand. There's nothing in here to keep that from going up in there. It's just, I don't get it. That should slide right down over it, all the way down. I think this may expand a little bit. I don't know. It's just not right. So I'm screwed. All right, I got to get in touch with Detroit Axle and find out what the heck's going on here. Oh man, this is not good. Because between these lines being broke or bent and not coming with lock nuts for the tie rod ends, it's just a whole screwed up motor here. And guess what? Messing around with the transmission cooler, it just broke right off, and now I got to deal with that. All right, it's got to come back out. This is almost as bad as doing the frickin' axle on the frickin' trailer. Now I can't go any further. I'm screwed. All right, as you can see, I have it out now. And I'm gonna go give them a call and say, hey, I got issues. All right, I've solved my problem. I actually ordered the wrong one. I believe I got excited, and what I did is I ordered was for Jeep Liberty, because I got excited. Oh, I'll go ahead and get the tie rod ends as well. And if you see in the picture here, it don't have jam nuts either. So you don't get jam nuts. You got to use the jam nuts off the old one. It just shows here, got that jam nut, but it doesn't sell you the jam nuts on that. So I'm gonna send it back. Hopefully I get credited for it. But still, I really didn't want to use it anyway, because one of these lines here was, as you saw in the video, was crimped. So I now have it. I now have another one in my I've got another one in my thing here, and this is what this one is. So Nitro 151 instead of 171. I know the tie rod ends are the same. I just don't know whether they're gonna. I got to figure out whether they're gonna let me keep the tie rod ends, turn the rack to them, and get credit for it, or they're going to tell me to send everything back. So I'm waiting on a message from them. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to call them and see.
We would like to inform that due to the holidays, our offices will be closed on November 24th and will return to regular business hours on November 25th.
So we're going to see if we can get this resolved. See what she was telling me to do. Thank you, sir. I could either buy it straight out and send the other one back, but when I do that, I have to send both tie rod ends with the whole unit. Then I got to go buy new tie rod ends. But I think with the exchange, I've got to send the other one back first, and then they'll send me that. Make sure you order the right one. Jesus. I got excited. I don't know why I didn't catch it when it was damaged. I don't think it was damaged in shipment. I think it just was, somebody didn't pay attention to it when they were freaking.
Sir, I'm sorry for the long way out.
Sure.
Please.
Oh, but the tie rod ends will have to come back too.
Yes, sir. Awesome.
All right, so I got to buy new tie rods. I think I got, and when I ordered, I thought I got excited because it came with the tie rod ends. I didn't see tie rod ends with this other one when I went to buy it. So somehow or other I wasn't paying attention, and I wound up with the Jeep because the Jeep and the Nitro are the same, but it wound up being an 02 to an 05 Jeep, not an 08 Jeep. So it got me kind of confused when I ordered. So okay, so go ahead and put in a return request through eBay. Go ahead and order the one I want, and then I'll be credited once I get the other one turned back in.
That is correct, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you, sir. Have happy holidays and stay safe.
Thank you, sir. Same to you. Thank you for calling the X. Have an excellent day, sir. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so get back on here. Let's go back in. I need to return this one. Let's go this way. Okay, get the order. Can you return the item? Okay. Select item you want to return in your purchase history. Okay. Okay, return item for a refund. Okay. While you return the item, arrived damaged. We received the wrong one right now. Order number. It's going with that. Oh, okay. Okay, it's a picture. I just had a picture. That works. Come on, you're at the end. Let's go. Okay. Got line. Okay. Doesn't matter. Bent. Let's go back to eBay. Now I need to order. See if I can find one with tie rod ends. See if I can find more. I want ones with the outer tie rods if I can find it. All together. This is Caliper Patriot. I need so I guess I gotta take it to the post office. '07 Nitro. That's 58. But I don't know. Let's see if they got one with the tie rod ends, because I don't have to buy tie rod ends. And it doesn't have '02 to '05 Liberty, which is the one you just got. They're not selling it with tie rod ends. So I gotta order the tie rod ends. And that's the cheapest you can get. I don't know who the company is. $49.96. It's on this 48 or 58. 58. This company's selling it for 50. For 40. $10 cheaper. I guess it don't really matter. Liberty 12. Nitro Liberty 58.48. Axle 26. And that's them. No jam nuts. Let's go. $26. All right, add the cart. No, don't worry about it. $177. Add tax. All right. Oh, it's Nitro. Oh. Activated. Okay. Okay. It's done. All right. PP. All right. Okay. It's confirmed. Description. All right, we're done. All right, so there we are. You see that? Unfortunately, the fact that I ordered the wrong freaking one, but even if it had been the right one, it was damaged. So, two different scenarios here. Anyway. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, definitely share. And you'll catch me on the next Dana Crosby's Garage under Project Nitro.